If you go back to the beginning of this year, the headlines would have made you think that 2021 would have portended lots of fits and starts and uncertainty for chips as the supply chain issues dragged on. But that is certainly not what happened. What do you make of what we saw this year and what's to come next year?
Yeah, so this year was really defined as growth driven by COVID and stimulus checks. I mean, with everybody at home, every person in the house needed a PC. People re-upped their TVs because they were, again, not spending time outside, but spending time in their home. Game consoles, PC games were essentially off the charts. We hadn't seen this growth in PCs in 10 years. It was truly incredible. Even with those supply chain challenges, these semiconductor companies pulled in their manufacturing with sometimes upwards of 50% into 2021.
But each of the names, Patrick, that we talked about at the beginning of this segment has a different market that it is serving, whether it's Internet of Things or autos or 5G or data centers. And I'm wondering which of those themes you think is going to be the most high-powered in 2022, and based on that, which stocks you would pick from here.
Yeah, so there are many, even though I'm only forecasting roughly 10% growth this year versus last year's 25% growth. If you're in 5G, if you're in PCs, GPUs, high-performance computing, artificial intelligence, DDR5 memory chips, and EVs, you are good to go. And therefore, I like Qualcomm, AMD, Marvell, Lattice, Synaptics, and Micron for very different reasons. Qualcomm, an example, they are the leaders in 5G, and they have finally disconnected themselves from Apple with their growth in automotive and IoT. AMD, in saying year-on-year growth, I'm expecting them to gain share in the data center, maybe lose a little on client, but then there's the Xilinx impact. Marvell is hot as well. 5G, edge networking, flawless execution by Matt Murphy, and a low PE ratio. Forward custom silicon. Lattice, beyond turnaround stage, going head-to-head in mid-range FPGAs with Altera and Xilinx. Pretty high PE, but still, I'm expecting a lot. Synaptics, 3 years into its turnaround, really their customer set and the experiences they're driving are incredible. And finally, Micron, the leader in DDR5, and it's going to be a banner year for that company.